And hello everyone, this is Logan with Decode Your Reality, and today we're going to be doing one on the Rothschild family and what they have to do with the occult. And they got a lot to do with the occult. We're going to get into this. I have a lot of information spread out on here, and I'm going to get into all what the planet Saturn has to do with all this, with the Rothschilds, what the Tarot system. If you like the Tarot system, that has everything to do with what we're going to be talking about. If you want to talk about the flaming sword, the Kabbalistic lightning flash of creation, that has everything to do with what we're going to be talking about. If you fancy the Hebrew God, the IHVH, the Tetragrammaton, that has everything to do with what we're talking about. Pluto, 9/11, the number 8, the number 11, the number of magic, all these numbers have everything to do with this family. Now, I'm going to digress, and I'm going to say really quickly, these are just my opinions, just my expressions, my discoveries. I'm still learning as I go. All the things that I've been discovering, I'm simply using or trying to use one cipher, and that is the Septenary system, which is right here on gematrinator.com. Right here is the one that I use. These are the 4 primary ones that I use, but I try to strive to keep it to just one cipher because, people are coming out, and I appreciate the constructive criticism, but people think that this is all hogwash and I'm just arbitrarily making things up. But I'm using one cipher. I'm not using multiple ciphers. I'm using one cipher primarily, and I'm showing all the tie-ins of all these numbers, and it's overwhelmingly irrefutable at this point. So I'm sorry if you don't see it, if you don't have a grasp of numerology, if you don't know that the number 11 is the number of magic and black magic, I can't help you. If you don't understand that Saturn is the big boy on the block and he runs the show, this guy right here, he runs everything. He's the giver and taker of everything that we have in life. Right here, this guy. If you don't understand how these planets work, if you don't understand astrology, this may not make any sense to you. I don't have to use the Hebrew ciphers just because the Hebrew language is older. I'm not using Hebrew. I speak English. You speak English. You're communicating in English. You're probably going to comment on my video in English, which means that I'm going to use whatever I can to decode the spoken word in English. I'm not interested in any other language. I don't even care where Rothschild came from. It's irrelevant because this is what they present to the world. Rothschild. They don't say Red Shield or where it came from or it's a German origination. Yeah, that's all meaningful when it comes to the historicity of it, but I'm not interested in the historicity. I'm interested in what we speak using the English language. I believe everything we say is a magic spell. That's why they say, how do you spell your name, or what's the spelling of your name? It's all magic going on in today's society. It's in news, it's in literature, it's in movies, it's in music, and people are being indoctrinated just by the words they accept and they say. And a lot of people we don't even, and I can say myself as well, do we really know what we're saying? Do we really know what we're saying and the meaning that it has behind it and what it's attached to? Listen, all these words, they break down into numbers, and numerology is the leader in if you want to decode reality. And why do I say that? Because when I type in numerology right here, we get the number 33 right here. It's not in the Chaldean, it's not in the Pythagorean, it's not in the English ordinal, it's in the septenary system. Just like the word, the guys that run the show, Jesuit, is a 33. And what do they worship? They worship the star Sirius, which is a 33. I can go on and on with this, guys, but I'm just trying to prove my point here that this stuff has relevance, and the septenary system is the only system that uses the numbers 1 through 7. It's a mirror, as above, so below. 1 through 7, back down to 1, and it repeats itself through the 26 letters that we make up the English language, the alphabet, right here. It's the only system that does that. It's a mirror of itself, and that's why I believe this is the big boy on the block. This is the way to decode your reality. I'm not saying that these aren't important, because they are in some ways, but I'm simply striving to show you guys the septenary system, one system. So you can't sit here and say, oh, I'm arbitrarily attaching this or that. No, I'm using the English language only, and I'm using what's presented to me on the basic fundamentals of Google searches such as Wikipedia, etc., etc. What we use, this is a spoken word, that's what I'm going on. So let's start here. Again, this guy right here is the go-to guy. He runs the show as far as I'm concerned. Saturn is the 26. He's also the 21. He's also the 96. He has a few different numbers using different ciphers. If we go right here and we type in Saturn, we get the 93, we get the 21, which is the world card, and we get the number 26. He's tied to the number 96, which is Cancer's number in astrology. I can go on and on, okay? But that's his number, and that's what I'm primarily focusing on. And I'm going to show you guys, this is all connected, how the Rothschild family, this name they chose, I'm telling you, is directly connected to Saturn. This guy gives us money, and he takes it from us. Anybody that knows numerology knows the number 8 is the powerhouse number. It's the number you want to land on if you want to become wealthy. That's just a fact in numerology, all right? And that's what these guys, and a lot of people are saying that I'm spelling it wrong, or it doesn't matter which way you break it up, Rothschild or Rothschild. It doesn't matter. It still has a 20 or 26 this way or a 26-20 that way. It really doesn't make a difference. And I'm showing you guys the 26 is linked to Saturn because Saturn's 26. And the 20 quite possibly could be linked to Pluto. Okay, there's a really good possibility that it's linked to Pluto. And Pluto is a 9/11. It's clearly seen right here. There's significance to this right here. And it all revolves around magic, and magic is the number 11, and we're going to break all that down moving forward here. So Rothschild, either way you spell it, is a 2026 or 2620. It doesn't really make a difference. How is it connected to the Tarot system? Well, the last major arcana card is the world card, the XX1, which is the Roman numerals of the 21, and the 21 is connected to Saturn, as I've shown right here. 21 in the full reduction and 21 in Chaldean. The world card spelled out has a numerology of 46, same as the Rothschild's last name. If I type in 20, as in 20 right here, it comes out to 26, a double 13. Really, really interesting. Now, the only word I've used in Chaldean on this graphic is 26, which equals 26. So it's all really, really connected, okay? I'm going to keep going here. I'm going to break down exactly what I've found online. This is a statement, I think, off of Wikipedia, but this shows the first family member who was known to use the name Rothschild was this guy Isaac, spelled with a Z. I didn't change it that way. I'm simply pulling it off the internet. And if we break down his name, it equals the number 77. I mean, even his first name is an 11. And what is 11? 11 has everything to do with electromagnetism. It has everything to do with alternating current. Alternating current is a 7411. AC/DC is a 4711. 11 is the number of magic. If we go and we look at Marilyn Manson, you see the lightning bolt right here. It's all over David Bowie. This is the lightning flag. This is the symbol for magic. I can assure you that is the case. And that's the reason why. I mean, why did they choose the word money for the stuff we use for currency? Money equals an 11. It's a 3811. There's a very specific reason why whoever chose this originally decided upon these 5 letters, because it equals an 11. 11 is the number of magic. I'm telling you guys over and over, this is what it is. This is a glyph. It's an energy going in, energy coming down. That's exactly what it is. Magnet equals 11. And what does a magnet do? It transfers energy. All right? So again, this guy has 11, and then he's got a 20, his last, and then he's got the 77, which is the lightning flash of creation right there, or part of it. He was born in 1577. It just so happens his name matches up with the year he was born. You think that was done on accident? Absolutely not. The name's derived from this German word, zum Rothschild, and when we break that one down, we get a 888. We get the 8, the 8, and the 8, and we even have the 26 twice. A double Saturn right here, all right, on how this word's broken down. It's quite interesting. The number 77, as I mentioned, is all about the lightning flash of creation. All right, it's a double perfected number. The number 7, God rested on the 7th day, the 7 levels of music. I mean, we can go on, but that's a double 7, the double number of perfection. In our cipher, if we break it down, 7 equals 44. We get the double 22, and that equals an 8. If we break down 4, we get the 38, which equals an 11. It's all directly tied into magic, the number 11. It always is. The number 22, if we go over here and we look, it's the tetragrammaton, the IHVH. Now, if you go and break this word down in Greek or the original Hebrew, you're going to get this to equal the number 26. I didn't put this on here, but the number 26 is tied directly to IHVH or YHVH in the Hebrew ciphers. There's a reason why, because Saturn is IHVH. That's the reason why, and these people are all attributed to Saturn. And the number 11 and the number 26. So let's keep going on here. Look at what we have here. Donald Trump. He's got a double 7 in his first name, and his last name is a 22. You think this is on accident? The reason why they chose Donald, I can assure you, is because it's a double 7. Just like this guy's name right here. Just like this guy's name right here. We can see it all. I could show you guys a ton of stuff with the 77. Just getting warmed up. Just getting warmed up. So down here, this guy, Mayer, it's this guy right here, Mayer Amschel Rothschild. Look at the years he was born. He was born on February 23rd, 1744, and then he died on September 19th, 1812. And when you break that down in time and date, from this date to this date, you get the number 77. It's 25,034 days between his birth and his death. That equals the number 77. You think that has anything to do with this right here? I guarantee you this is done on purpose. These people die on specific days. I promise you that's exactly how it is. I mean, he was one of 4 of 8 children. 4 of 8. They're keeping in the 8 family. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Now, in 1770, the founder of the Rothschild banking business, this guy, Mayer Amschel, I was just talking about him, 1744, that equals an 88. He married this woman, Gutel Schnappner. She was born in 1753, which has a breakdown of the number 88 as well. Guaranteed there's a correlation right there, for sure. Even his name, Amschel Moses Rothschild, starts off with an 11, Amschel, which has an 11 and a 22. This is a 2-syllable word, Amschel. 11 and a 22. Moses is a 20. Are you kidding me? And then you get the 26 and then another 20. So look at all these numbers that are attributed to Saturn, magic, Pluto. All these numbers are really linked together to Saturn and IHVH, and all these numbers are just linked together. Kind of amazing, kind of amazing. He had a daughter, her name was Jeanette Rothschild. She was born on the 20th of August. August is not only a 33, it's not only a Masonic date or a month, but she was born on the 20th. Okay, she was, the August is the 8th month, but again, it's a 33 on 1771. Pretty interesting right there. As I mentioned, Jesuit equals 33, August equals 33. Another son of the family, Nathan, he was born in 1777. If you break down his actual birth date, which is September 16th, it has a numerology of 38/11, another 11. You think this is done on accident? Absolutely not. Look at his first name, Nathan, 2-syllable word. Not only is it the reversal of the 26, 6 letters and 2 words, but it has a numerology of 17, which is another 8. He even starts off with the double 11, the double 1, the 11. Nathan is an 11 right here. So all this stuff is connected. Now, how do we get to the tree of life? I'm going to leave it off with this right here. Some of you don't think that any of the Kabbalistic aspect has anything to do with 26 and 20 and magic. Well, I'm telling you it does. The word Malkuth, whether or not it originated in Hebrew, is irrelevant because this is how we say it in English. This is how we spell it in English. And look what it equals. The 26. You think this is done on accident? You think this is just frivolously putting this stuff there? No, not at all. Even the tree of life. Tree is a 22, which is linked to IHVH. Of, anything of. I've done a video on what the word of has anything to do with the number 26. Anything of, the tree of life. Of life means the tree of Saturn life. Of is Saturn. It's connected directly to the 26. The tree of life. So this right here is connected to this. All this stuff is connected to this guy right here, Saturn, the number 26, over and over and over. My name's Logan. This is Decode Your Reality. Thanks for watching.